All right, hello, sir. As you know, my name is Matthew Quall. I am the Director of Community Relations here at Smith City Parks and Recreation.
My name is Christopher Lane, and I'm the Director of the Youth Activities.
And so you've asked us to come up with a program in order to provide physical education services for homeschooled elementary school children in Smith City. And we're very excited to share this program with you and how we're going to do it, how we really think it's going to improve the revenue and the business for Smith City Parks and Recreation.
So the program that we're planning to implement into the Smith City Park and Recreational Center is we're going to provide instruction for the students of homeschooled families and teach them and educate them on the importance of physical education and physical health. We will also be providing them ample opportunities to partake in physical activities, such as sports and other physical activities to promote their health and increase their physical well-being. So some key factors so to explain our company's selling policies, we need to understand the balance that we have to make between the cost of adding these new homeschooled students into our programs, as well as being able to make somewhat of a profit to make this a worthwhile business opportunity. So we'll have to we'll meet the expenses that new students will cause by having the school district themselves actually provide us income and will provide students the opportunity to partake in the actual classes themselves. So the students themselves who might have be in a financially difficult situation can attend and increase their physical well-being as well.
Right. And so the only way that we'll be able to do this is if we have very strong and caring customer support in order to develop relationships between uh, the, the members of the facility and the homeschooled children and the family members. And so it's very important to answer any questions and concerns that the family members have, of course, because these are elementary schoolers who, oftentimes there's a concern that they maybe might not know what they're doing, and just that they're staying safe and getting educated. And of course, the employees need to be competent and understand the exercise programs and routines, as well as the health classes where the students are learning about health as well as getting exercise and learning about sports. It's also possible that when family members such as parents come to visit the facility, that these employees can educate the parents both about their students, but also about potential membership programs in order to extend the services by Smith City Parks and Recreation to other members of the family as well.
So we'll need to build a clientele and ensure a very strong foundation for this program to be able to work and be fruitful. So some key factors to building a clientele would be having phenomenal public relations, excellent steps in order to follow up with potential prospects and then convert them into to clients, and then having great customer service and ensuring ways to have repeat customers so they continuously come back and attend and partake in these classes to increase their physical well-being.
So, of course, that the services provided by Smith City Parks and Recreation, the family members have, and the purchasers of our services have different motivations for purchasing our services. So, For example, the Smith City School District, we set up this educational program for homeschooled elementary schoolers. And the main reason that they wanted to get into this agreement with us was because of concerns about the physical health of the children. And so we have here the statistic by Smith City Pediatrics, which explains how the lower abdominal levels and the endurance levels of the homeschooled elementary children was substantially lower than um, other children of the same characteristics, mainly because they don't have that interactive in-person gym class experience. And so that's kind of their motivation for wanting our service. Parents and family might be motivated to purchase memberships because their children are already doing the program, and perhaps their kids are telling them about how great it is, how much they're learning. And we also think that community members will see what we're doing and maybe incentivized to purchase memberships as well when they hear about the great services that we're providing these homeschool children.
So with this, we need to determine a correct and efficient way to make our decisions about our pricing. And so we need to think about some factors that affect pricing decisions. So we need to think about making sure we cover the expenses of introducing new customers. So we need to make sure we charge enough to make a balance and be slightly to make slight more profits off of this. We need to so by doing this, we can show the value that that Smith City has in the health of our children, and this will help provide some like an incentive for people to partake in our services and to see that since we are since Smith City cares and values that they can help with donations and provide, and they themselves become customers as well. So we need to make sure we cover the costs. We need to make sure it's somewhat profitable, though we want to make sure it's affordable for the students themselves and the families. So this isn't excluding any particular people or groups. So that it's a big aspect we need to consider as well when we're deciding the pricing. And then we need to, so to do this, we need to make sure that the cost is sufficient to provide enough to reduce the amount of loss that we will incur from having reduced prices. And so we'll have some different options. We'll have school districts be able to kind of bundle and pay for grouping of students to be able to join. So for the homeschool children, these school districts will be able to pay $1,500 for 200 students instead of paying $2,000 a month for 200 students. Normally it costs $10 per student, but with this benefit, it'll only make it so homeschool students will cost $7.50, which will provide these schools the opportunity and the availability of enabling these students to improve their physical health, but make sure that we cover our ends and the expenses that we will be incurring from implementing this program.
Right. And so, like Chris was saying about the price that the school is paying on behalf of the homeschooled children, saving money, we consider this to be a product bundle, which we believe will result in increased revenues, because product bundling is very important for several reasons, such as there are incentives to encourage customers to purchase. In fact, we have other product bundles separate from this homeschool program, where there's a lower product bundle, which just provides the gym, and then a middle level bundle, which also includes tennis courts, or you can invite friends, for example. So that's another example of a product bundle which we offer. Another important uh, use of a product bundle is that they use up our resources, so that some resources aren't being more used while others aren't. So there's kind of an equilibrium there. Um, and of course, this product bundle for the homeschooled kids, it's providing to the kids for free because the school districts are paying on behalf of them, but parents and family will still have to pay for the services. Um, but we do believe that product bundling in the future, we want to continue and encourage it because we believe that it results in increased revenues.
So we'll need to uh, market and to spread the word of this new program. And so some ways we can do this, and some ways that that marketers tend to market and promote their products, is by social media. And some ways we'll do this is by making an Instagram account for the Smith City Parks and Recreation facility. So this will promote the benefits of educating students upon physical health and physical well-being. So we can reduce any, so we can increase the health of our students. Providing and making a Twitter account so we can stay in constant communication with our community, and answering questions or concerns that parents or other community members might have about this program, and providing the best feedback we can to our customers. We can also include emails, so sending direct emails to parents of these school districts and these homeschooled students to educate them as well, to tell them and explain to them exactly why it is important for these students and their children to become physically educated, so they can have a long healthy life and ensure longevity. So email isn't a very important one to directly reach these individual people. And then we'll have local newspaper. Since it's community based, the newspaper will be effective at reaching the community and providing information and promoting the program. So these are some of the ways that we can promote the product.
All right, so that concludes our presentation on our plan for a physical education program for homeschooled elementary school students in the Smith City School District. And I thank you so much for listening to our presentation. But before we conclude, do you have any questions for us? So how can we best promote this new program to members of our community? So, Chris really just said it, but I'll reiterate some of the points he made. Emails, specifically personal emails to homeschooled families, for example, advertisements at the facility itself, speakers talking about the program at homeschool classes or at the facility, visiting homes, social media, local newspaper, local elementary school advertisements, and personal selling that we believe will promote the program in our community.
For the second question, how can we best promote this new program to members of the entire school? And so to do this, we can include school bulletins so the schools can promote the program themselves and air this so students can see them. And then we can have representatives go into schools and talk and encourage students to partake in this new program.
So next question, what are the pros and cons of extending the program to middle school aged and high school aged homeschooled children? So this is certainly a complex question, which we will consider. We won't toss it away. But some of the pros may include more potential members from family members joining, more public relations because we have more at the facility, so there'll be more spreading of information, more revenue, and some cons include more resources are used up, facility will get filled up, and the facility might not mix well with age groups. So that concludes our presentation. Thank you.
So you